Hello everybody and welcome to another video. Today we're going to be talking about some very unfortunate news. For those of you who may not know, I actually did a video about this a couple of years ago. There was an indie studio called Poem Studios that was working on an updated HD remake of Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic in the Unreal Engine 4. I don't know how far along it was or anything. They had been releasing screenshots and stuff like that. Pretty consistently done some character reveals, some location reveals, stuff like that, and everything looked incredible and I could not wait to play it. But of course, with it being a kind of fan remake of an old game that is currently owned by another company, there's always, of course, the opportunity that could get shut down, which is what unfortunately happened with this. The other day, Poem Studios got a cease and desist letter from Lucasfilm for their remake of Knights of the Old Republic, which is called Apeiron or something like that. They got a cease and desist letter saying that they had to stop production on it and they couldn't continue working on it, or else legal action would happen and all that kind of stuff. Now, of course, there was always the chance that this could happen. It's happened to several other fan projects. It happened to Galaxy and Turmoil with Frontwire Studios when they were working on making Battlefront 3, taking everything that was supposed to be in Battlefront 3 and making it, and then converting that into their own thing after they got a similar letter, and taking the mechanics of that game and just using their own ideas for everything and not using the Star Wars IP. Whereas, they were just going for a full-on remake of Knights of the Old Republic and they got shut down, which again is always a possibility when you're working with an IP like Star Wars. It's not uncommon for fan projects like this to be shut down, especially where they had been putting out so many updates and become such kind of a popular thing, I guess. I'm not sure if this would have happened had they just kept kind of quiet until it was like right before release, just to get people like, oh hey, we're releasing this. Yeah, it's always a possibility, and unfortunately it had to happen now. And this also kind of worries me a little bit because there's also a remake for Republic Commando. I forget what the name of the studio working on that is, but they're doing a kind of similar remake of Republic Commando, and it kind of makes me afraid a little bit that they're going to shut that down as well. I'm not as interested in that as I was for this remake, but it's still something to consider. Now, of course, you could say, it doesn't make sense that they would shut this down. I mean, I kind of can see that because it was going to be released as a free mod for Knights of the Old Republic, where basically you just required the original game in order to play it. Other than that, it was going to be totally free, and they weren't going to be making any money at all off of it, which I think is good, but ultimately Lucasfilm still decided to shut it down. But all of these projects that have been shut down pretty much means that if fans want to make a fan game for Star Wars, they pretty much can't, which is really unfortunate. I really wish that fans were able to do that and everything. But let me know what you guys think of this. It's just gonna be kind of a short little video. I don't have a whole lot to say about this other than just putting this news out there, I guess. I'm personally really disappointed by it. Of course, I knew it could happen, but I was really hoping that this project would see the light of day because it looked incredible. But of course, like I said, there's always a chance that it would get shut down, and that's what happened. So let me know what you guys think of this. Are you disappointed by this news as well? Do you think that we might ever actually get an official remake or re-release of Knights of the Old Republic? Because I would be okay with that, as long as it's done okay. I wouldn't want, a similar thing to happen with the Battlefront games with Knights of the Old Republic. But if they were to just, remaster it or something, I'd be cool with that as long as it was done fine. So do you guys feel the same way? Would you like to see an official remaster for the game? Or let me know generally your thoughts on this. So that's pretty much all I have for this video, so I will see you guys next time.